Good morning, students. We have already discussed a part of iron carbon phase diagram. So, in this video, we will discuss about iron carbon equilibrium diagram. So, this diagram graphically represents the effects of temperature and composition on all the phase present in iron carbon alloys, that is plain carbon steel and cast iron. So plain carbon steel having carbon percentage up to 2%, and from 2 to 6.7% of carbon is present in cast iron. So this diagram is constructed by plotting the temperature along the ordinate, that is y-axis, and the carbon percentage along the abscissa, that is x-axis. Apart from indicating the temperature ranges and carbon percentage in the alloy, it also indicates the boundaries at which the phase change takes place. So this is the iron carbon diagram. As I have told, the percentage of carbon is shown in the x-axis and the temperature is shown in the y-axis. So, the line A, B, C, D, this is the solidus line. You can refer to the book if it will not be visible here, but I will tell you how to draw this diagram in the next video. Now I am explaining the diagram. In the next video, I will tell from where you have to start so that you can draw the diagram. So I have already told you iron carbon is an alloy. So as it is an alloy, it does not follow the principle of pure iron. But in the point A, as the carbon percentage is 0, so the melting point of iron 1539 degrees centigrade. So A is 1539 degrees centigrade where iron start melting. But after that, as the percentage of carbon increases, so this curve A, B, C, D shows the temperature line where the solidification of the alloy starts. So this line is known as solidus line A, B, C, D. Above A, B, C, D, the alloy is in the liquid phase. Whatever be the percentage of carbon, above this line, the alloy is in liquid form. So D is 1550 degrees centigrade where the cementite start melting or cementite melting point. So this line having carbon percentage 6.7, this D point is cementite and A point is pure iron. So from this diagram, this A to B, so B point, you have to note certain points. At B point, the percentage of carbon is 0.8 and temperature is about 1485. So this HJB is a straight line and the temperature is 1485. So 1485, you go along the y-axis up to 1485 and B point is 0.8% carbon, H point is 0.1% carbon, J point is 0.18% carbon. So you can draw the line HJB because in XY plane you have to need two coordinates. One is X coordinate, another is Y coordinate to draw a point. So once you know H is 1485 degrees centigrade and percentage is 0.1, so you will get the point H. Similarly, you will get the point J and B. At B, the percentage is 0.8 and temperature is same as it is a straight line. So next, you can draw the inner triangle where the iron exists in delta form. So that temperature, if you remember, you can draw the delta form triangle, and ABH triangle is delta iron plus liquid, and this HJB line is a peritectic reaction line where austenite forms. So below this J, that delta iron plus austenite presents. So you have to remember certain temperatures and percentages to draw these points. Then you can explain that above ABCD the metal is liquid, ABCD line is solidus line, HJB is a line, peritectic line. So up from J, austenite start forming. So this line A, H, J, E, then C, then F. So this line is known as solidus line. A, H, J, E, C, F. A, B, C, D is liquidus line because above this the metal, the alloy is in the form of liquid, and along this line solidification starts. And along the line H, J, E, C, F, the solidification is complete. Below this line, the phase is solid phase. Only certain structure changes, but the phase is solid. That is why this line is known as solidus line. From liquidus line, solid formation starts, and on solidus line, solid formation completes. Now, we have to discuss certain important points using which you can complete this diagram. Now you can draw the primary transformation line, that is from liquid to solid, or existence of liquid and solid phase, that is above liquidus line and in between liquidus and solidus line. Next, you have to remember this G point is 910 degrees centigrade where structure of iron changes, and another temperature is 723, this P point, where the concentration is 0.025%. So start from G point, that is 0% and 910 degrees centigrade, and you go up to 0.723 degrees centigrade and percentage is 0.025. and here 0.1%, 0.008%. Don't go to 0.1 now. 0.008 below this Q line. Here 0.025 P line. This Q point is 0.008%. So this you will get alpha iron, pure iron. So pure iron, this very teeny triangle that starts from the point G, then P, then here Q. So at G, percentage of carbon is 0, 910 degrees centigrade. At P, temperature is 723, percentage is 0.025. At Q, the temperature is around 210 and percentage is 0.008. So this is pure iron, alpha iron. Next is the point S. It is an important point. S and B will be on a vertical line because percentage of carbon at these 2 points is same, that is 0.8%. So 0.8% carbon and 723 degrees centigrade temperature, that is denoted by point S. So this point S is known as eutectoid point. Remember it, eutectoid point. Eutectoid point comes in plain carbon steel where the percentage of carbon is 0.8% and temperature is 723 degrees centigrade. Here eutectic reaction takes place and the austenite change into pure light. At 723 degrees centigrade, if carbon percentage is 0.8%, then austenite change into pure light. So steel having less than 0.8% carbon is known as hypoeutectoid steel, and there the change is not pure light, it is iron and pure light. So the phase change results the structure into microstructure into ferrite and pure light. At eutectic point, pure light. And when the percentage of carbon is more than 0.8 up to 2%, that is known as hypereutectoid steel. Here the phase change results the austenite change into pure light and cementite. So in case of hypoeutectoid steel, where the percentage of carbon is less than 0.8%, ferrite and pure light results. At eutectoid point, pure light results, and above 0.8% up to 2%, hypereutectoid steel, there pure light and cementite results. Similarly, on the solidus line, if we come, the C point is of importance because this point is on the liquidus line as well as in solidus line. This point is known as eutectic point. Here carbon percentage is 4.3% and temperature is 1130 degrees centigrade. So at 1130 degrees centigrade, if carbon percentage is 4.3, That cast iron is known as eutectic cast iron. And here and structure similar to eutectoid point. At eutectic point, lead burette results due to phase transformation, lead burette. But from 2% up to 4.3% carbon, that is known as hypoeutectic cast iron, there your austenite and ladyburette results. And when the percentage of carbon is more than 0.8% up to 6.7%, that is known as hypereutectic cast iron, and there we get cementite and ladyburite as the micro constituents after the secondary phase transformation, that is below 11.30 degrees centigrade. So this is all about iron carbon equilibrium diagram. To make you clear, in the next video I will discuss about how we will draw this iron carbon diagram. Already in the diagram I have explained this point. A, B, C, D is the liquidous line and A is the melting point of pure iron. And D is the melting point of cementite. AB represents separation of delta iron crystal from liquid, and BC represents separation of austenite crystal from liquid, and CD represents separation of cementite crystal from liquid. The horizontal line HJB represent a peritectic reaction in which austenite is formed, and the curve AHJECF represent the temperature line or the solidus line where solidification completes. The curve HJE represents the temperature line for steel alloy containing 0.18% to 2% carbon, along which the alloy will solidify. And the curve ECF represents the solidus line for cast iron, and point C, as I have told, it is the eutectic point, 1130 degrees centigrade and 4.3%. At this point, austenite and cementite are precipitated and form ladyburite. And the curve EC represent the solidification of alloy containing carbon of 2% to 4.3%, which is known as hypoeutectic alloy. And this results austenite and ladyburite. And curve CF represents complete solidification of alloy containing 4.3 to 6.7% of carbon, known as hypereutectic alloy. Here solid phase will contain cementite and ladyburite. And in the secondary transformation zone, that is the transformation occurs in iron carbon alloy in solid state, the salient point is S, that is eutectoid point, 723 degrees centigrade and 0.8% carbon. So this eutectic point, the result is pure light. Ferrite and cementite separate simultaneously to form a new structure called pure light. And steel having less than 0.8% carbon are called hypoeutectoid steel, and these results ferrite and perlite, and above 0.8% is known as hypereutectoid steel, which results perlite and cementite. So in the next video I will discuss how to draw this iron carbon diagram. Just to clarify you, already it is covered.